Hi guys, welcome to BoxPred. Just going to be giving my brief prediction here on the fight this weekend between Dmitry Pirog and Javier Maciel. It's for the WBO Middleweight Title. The records are Dmitry Pirog is unbeaten, 17 victories, no losses, no draws, and around an 82% knockout ratio. And Maciel is 18 victories, just the one loss, and no draws with a 63% knockout ratio. My prediction for this fight is a victory for Dmitry Pirog by mid-round stoppage. Now, um, I'll be honest, I don't know that too much about Maciel, so I'm just gonna make this brief, and I'm not gonna go on about him as if I know about him. But what I do know from watching a couple of videos of his is that he is a very solid fighter. He's not some bum that Pirog's just picked up. I think Maciel does have something to offer. Um, he does have decent foot speed, decent hand speed. Um, he's quite patient. He doesn't get too carried away. I think while he's not so much sort of not completely a technician, he's still a bit of a thinking fighter. So he's not going to go in all guns blazing. He does have a bit of brain behind his fighting. Um, in my opinion, the difference is going to be that he's not really faced the greatest of opposition. Um, neither really is Pirog, but I think Pirog's just going to be a bit too much of a class difference here in the way that Pirog operates compared to Maciel. Whilst Maciel I consider a very strong fighter and solid fighter, I believe Pirog is a bit above, and he's a champion, and he just has that X factor um, that you need to be a champion to win fights like this. If you look, Maciel, he's only got that one loss, which was a bit further back in his career, and he's, won his past three fights by stoppage. So he does have some power there, and he does have something to offer. Dmitry Pirog, he's a highly skilled technician. He is a switch hitter. Basically, where some fighters will come out will start off as orthodox, and then they'll come out in the second round or third round or mid-fight as a southpaw to confuse the opposition. Dmitry Pirog does this during the fight, mid-flurry, mid-attack, in the same way that here in the UK we have a bright prospect by the name of James DeGale who does a similar thing. Um, that's what they're both trying to do, and I think that's not to be underestimated. It's very difficult for a fighter to deal with that. Saw Dmitry Pirog knock out Danny Jacobs, who also an unbeaten fighter in his last fight. It's so difficult to deal with that. You don't know where the punches are coming from if a guy is able to switch his stance mid-fight and just do it with a blink of an eye, just change his stance, and all of a sudden, the jab switches hands, the power hand is different, everything's different. And I just think that guys, that's why he's getting a good knockout ratio, because of his ability to do that, to confuse his opponents. And the opponent just, by the time the opponent's thinking of what to do and how to react, they're getting caught. And it's not to be underestimated, that skill that Pirog has. Um, so Basically, I think this is going to be a mid-round stoppage for Dmitry Pirog. I think it's probably going to go a similar way to how the Danny Jacobs fight went. I think he's going to be again up against a decent level fighter in Javier Maciel. And I think, Maciel may even last longer than mid-rounds, but I just have to go for something, so I'm saying it's going to be a mid-round stoppage by Dmitry Pirog. So that's my thoughts on this fight. Please let me know what you think. Leave me your comments here and on my homepage. Please subscribe if you like my channel. This is BoxPred. I'm out.